hit it. Stupidest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are jumping right in. We're going to pull the spark plugs here shortly and check the compression and scope around a little bit. We're going to start you off with a cold start here. Luke, you're going to pull that ignition coil out?
God!
Number 5 giving you some issues, son?
I ain't used to these V10s. Keep whooping my ass. God damn, dude.
You want a screwdriver?
I don't know how we're going to get that out.
Here, put the screwdriver through the loop.
Through the loop?
Yeah.
Not through this bottom part? Oh, my God. Oh!
All right, don't break it. Don't break it now. Take a break.
What you got?
Take a break. You can try and pry a little bit. Like sometimes, like if you lift up the edges of it.
Might be able to get against the AC line.
Well, the AC system don't work anyways, so.
Who's buying cars with that AC system?
Me. Oh.
Pull out, get a strong boy.
Is that right?
It might be a little too long to get out. Oh, just enough room.
Oh, look at that.
All right, we're taking spark plugs out now. Got the bore scope going. Number 1, very corroded.
Number 1 is PDC.
Corroded, but it looks like it's running okay. Not oil on the plug.
All right, pulling out plug number 10. Gonna figure out how cooked we are.
It's current diagnosis.
It's like,
We're like slightly cooked.
yeah. Cylinder 3, not so good, but we didn't get a great look at it, so.
Yeah, maybe we're just, you know.
Maybe we're just seeing things,
we're
yeah.
just seeing things.
Shit!
What's the stages of grief? Denial.
Yeah, we're
still
in
stage 1.
We're definitely in
We're
denial.
Maybe just don't want to get in that deep.
I gotta hear it.
I got her. Careful.
How's she look?
Fucked.
It's corroded.
It's like, why are some of them corroded and some of them not? Would that be because water's just sitting down in them, they didn't seal properly?
Oh, you talking about the threads?
No, I'm talking more about the bottom
head?
of it.
Oh, this right here? Yeah, I don't know. Number 1 was all jacked up too, so. All right. All right, here we go.
We're going into 4?
Yeah, we're going into 4. You want to see?
Yeah, I'll try to. There we go.
Once again, they're almost at the top. Dead center. I don't know why. Is it just that?
No, I think they're all
short
like
of a
they're all
stroke?
like in the mid. I don't think it's that short of a stroke. I think they're all just like close to the mid.
Okay.
The midpoint.
Well, initial.
I'm looking at that. You see this bottom edge
It
right
doesn't
there?
look that bad. I think that's the piston that we're seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
You
right.
can't really see that one, right? You want to try to get in the
Yeah,
line?
let's see if we can find 5.
Try to sneak it down through there.
The problem is the other side's probably all going to be about
Mid?
similar. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm able
Kind
to.
of oily that motherfucker is. Kind of hard to bend that thing, isn't it?
Yep. So close. Maybe if I close my eyes, it'll be better. I think it doesn't help that, like, you try to bend it a little bit and it goes the opposite direction.
Yeah.
We might have to just come back to this one.
Okay.
We'll try the easy ones first.
Okay.
2.
All right, bank 2. Here we go. See what we
Grease
got
on
over
the
here.
Tip, had to clean it off. Oh, I'm getting grease on it again.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's hard to like turn it. We're gonna need them way close to the bottom. Half of the cylinder looks good.
I don't know why it's only ever showing us.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
That cylinder looks fine.
Yeah, it does. At least from the preliminary.
All right, 6 is good.
Nothing crazy.
Okay, we'll go back in.
That's right at the top.
Nothing we can see there.
Nope.
I have a feeling getting all of these at the bottom are gonna be fucking pain in the ass.
We'll just have to bump it a few times. Just try again and again. Okay. Ain't nothing but a thing. Okay, that one's down low.
Okay, that one's looking okay. That one looks mint to me. I don't see anything.
Was that 8?
Yeah, that one looks all right.
All right. So we got 6 and 8 are good. What did we figure out on the other side? Fuck all?
Well, we didn't see them because they were too high. I can already tell you.
That one's way too high.
All
All right.
All right, here we go again, trying to
start taking
fucking
notes.
get it in the hole. Because holy shit. That shit gets impossible. Oh. Okay. It's right at the fucking top too, dude. What does this engine ever have any top bottom?
You want to try and bump it? All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was basically the end of the endoscope footage that we had. Didn't do a great job of filming that, but basically what we saw in cylinder 3, we saw what ended up looking to be a bit of reflection on the side of the cylinder, maybe a little bit of oil or fuel pooled up in there. So we're not 100% sure if cylinder 3 is messed up or not. We'll take another look at that later once we have the engine out. But you got a decent look at cylinder 6 and cylinder 8. Those looked okay. Those must have been closer to the bottom of the stroke. Basically what we figured out is this engine has a super short stroke, so that was the difficulty that we were having, trying to be able to see the cylinder walls, everything. Even if it was at the bottom, it was still pretty difficult to see those. So anyways, we're moving on to the compression test, and if you'll notice, there is 0 audio for the compression test. Luke's phone was having an aneurysm, so here we are. I'm going to voice over everything. Looks like we're going for cylinder 1 here, and there was some stuff flying out there, smoking or something, dust, who knows. I don't notice that before now. So anyways, I think we retried this one. We're not sure if we had it tight. This is a brand new tool for us, so we hadn't used it before, but looks like that's at about 100, 105, something like that. Anyways, we go through the cylinders here while we still got the engine in the car and mostly together, running compression. And I'll show you the results here shortly. Basically what we found, everything is pretty even across the board between, let's say, 110 and 120, 125, something like that. And then cylinder number 10 was closer to 100. So basically right after this compression test, we popped the endoscope in there, although it's way at the back. It was pretty difficult to see. And we got a decent look at it. It looked like everything was okay. So anyways, once we get the engine out of the car, we're going to take a closer look with the endoscope. Obviously, we can't do compression with it out of the car, but we'll take the endoscope and see what we got in cylinder number 10 and get a better look at the rest of the cylinders. So let me pop through the rest of the cylinders compression numbers here, and then we'll move on. And finally, we're on cylinder number 10. Compression was slightly lower here. It's about 95 psi. The rest were between 105 and 115. So slightly down, maybe a little bit of concern. We'll show you guys the endoscope we had for that. And then we're going straight into disassembly. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Cylinder number 10 is slightly lower compression.
Now, don't get excited because it's going to take me fucking 15 minutes to get in that hole. Oh!
We're in.
That needs to go.
That is right at the top.
Okay. Low compression cylinder number 10 doesn't appear to have any scoring on the walls with our little doohickey. So that's a positive.
All right, starting to pull apart the M6. Pulled off the front fender, side skirt, front bumper. This thing's definitely been ran through. A bunch of this stuff was already missing. Bolts, connectors, everything. So we're taking care of it. Back at the shop, got some parts in. We can go through those later. Anyways, we're gonna finish up Scott 70, get it out of the way so we can use the lift, start taking these engines out. They're ready for us. Listen, I know you guys really want to see some of this M5.0 content, but Scott's car is still on the fucking lift.
These old dudes, they never get
Dude,
shit done.
I tell you what.
You just gotta do it for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Trying to get the clutch linkage put together, and we're gonna have to take the exhaust off. We are screwed. It's not gonna fit, but we're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Need to make space for that M5.0.
3 hours later.
Bring it on in! Straighten it up. Forward. All right. Ooh. The final resting place of the M6. Fords come to live and BMWs come to die. As John Cena says, the time is now to remove the engine.
Taking it out.
I don't know if he said that exactly, but I might have heard him say that.
We're gonna lift it in the air for the first time. See how it looks underneath.
Guarantee it is as bad as it sounds.
Walk underneath here.
That?
They were taking this thing off-roading, dude.
That's probably where they live. It's in the mud. Goddamn, look at all these lines on
Look, we're scraping on shit.
here.
Yep. Where was the deer hit? Do you see any deer
I don't
remnants?
see any deer remnants. Must have hit it softly. Just in the bumper.
How
Like
the?
this joint's all screwed up.
Oh yeah, cracked. Well, it was at Savannah
These are cat.
on the sand.
Yeah, definitely stock headers.
It's funny, my GT350 exhaust is way more corroded than this because it's from New York and the salt.
Yeah. Oh boy, she's been scraping back here.
So where's the dyna?
Dining?
The dynon? Does that start here?
It's here back, yeah.
Okay. Look at these. How much? $2,000 for this?
$2,000 new, man.
Something's
These look
leaking.
Like they've been on here for.
The rear pinion's
Forever.
leaking.
Oh, that motherfucker's leaking heavy.
Do you think she bought it with
Whoa, that
Damn.
thing's slinging. I wonder if it's the drive shaft slung all the grease out.
probably? That might be the clunking noise you're hearing. All the bushings are pretty dry rotted and
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, none of this would be replaced. That's
Right.
fucked. You can see that.
I mean, how many miles are on the car?
108.
108,000 miles. 2006, right?
Oh, I forget.
Well, 07 or 06, it's to be expected.
Tips are scratched in a little spot. Boy, this looks like fun.
All right. I guess we'll figure out how to take this out.
Yeah.
Look at this, SMG. Braided lines from the factory. Ooh. All I'm saying, Brendan, is that since it's been taken in and out so many times when they replace the engine, that everything's got to be loose for us already.
I hope so.
Or half the fasteners are already out.
I hope
They're doing our job for us.
All right.
So the goal is to drop the engine out,
The bottom.
the bottom with the subframe, take the engine and trans out, the SMG, put the subframe back in so we can roll it around and part out, as we don't want to make it immobile in the shop. You know what's better looking though?
What's that?
Sheesh, look at that 7.
Hey.
Pitter patter, get after. All right, we'll start with draining the fluids. I think this is the oil. Very interesting. How to do an oil change on an S85. Golly. They really got you good on that one. It kind of looks somewhat new.
Yeah,
It's dark, but it's not. We got the coolant. Got the coolant draining out of it. Brandon pulled the wheels off. We're gonna pull the intakes off, a few of the stuff on the top, the struts, and then we'll go back underneath and see about getting on this table jack and dropping the subframe out. So it's going pretty smooth right now. Everything looks clean. All the fluids look pretty good. Stay tuned.
Just come off too.
You need it. You can pull that out. You like squeeze the clip in. Yeah. Be careful with it.
There's a bolt. You got the.
Let's spray it down. Yeah. Mouse, obviously.
Keeping that.
Yeah. So I will need.
Let's see if I can get it off with this.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Call him
You have
daddy.
the right tools
Call
for the
him.
job.
Call him daddy.
The right tools for the job.
How much fun Brenda's having. People on the internet don't show you how bad it is to get these intakes off, but this is not fun. Brendan got his side off. Go figure, Mr. BMW.
Yeah, we're about to find out if there's actually dyning intakes on, or dyning throttle bodies on here. Pull this last one off. Okay.
Is that another pinch clip?
In the back, yes. Mine has one more on the side. I don't know if you
Beat your ass.
Whoa! That's toxic. Hang on, here we go. Do both of them.
There's hair in this one.
Hair?
Yeah. Beard hair.
Yeah, these things are kind of heavy.
Yeah, we should probably replace them with carbon fiber.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's see.
They do look new and fresh.
I don't think these are dying
First
throttle
time.
bodies.
How would you know?
Usually they're like laser engraved on the front.
What's that little thing down there?
Where?
I mean, what are all these little, is that not dining or something?
No, that's just something else. That's okay, who cares?
Guess we're gonna have to spend the $6,000. Is that a dead grasshopper? Hey, ripped old buddy right
Where is it? That guy right there?
All right, little progress update. Pulling a lot of the front off. We're at the point where we're trying to get the radiator, the oil cooler, condenser, transmission cooler, all that off, which is, knowing BMW, it's got a million lines to it, which is a pain. Thankfully, we don't have to put this back together. And then the other thing is looking at the engine harness and seeing how that'll come off so we can just leave it with the engine but disconnect it from the body. Stay tuned, boys. Damn, Brendan, that's a lot of progress.
Yeah, we got all that shit off the front.
So
we can figure out what else we need to take off up here.
battery post off. Got to get a little bit of the AC stuff off.
Okay, yeah.
That's probably
Maybe some of
disconnected.
this stuff over here. Fuel
And then
lines,
we need to figure out where the
heater
main
lines.
harness connects in.
These are probably heater cores, so we can take those two off.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's probably somewhere back here
Okay.
where this, because this
I'm
is
sure
all,
that's-
that's all wiring stuff.
Yep. There's got to be a
So-
main harness somewhere in between there. We take that lid off,
Yeah, we'll take that lid off, see what we got.
and then we'll take the struts out and get pretty close. When you take the struts out, are we taking these 3 bolts out?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they'll drop from that.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the brake calipers off. We got some stuff, a lot of stuff still to do. So
Good progress though. It's only been about an hour.
yeah.
Damn.
Holy crap!
You know, every Ford I've worked on, they have a nice, neat little packaging.
Sure.
You can't even see where the fuses are in this thing.
Sure.
This is crazy. Like it's not even wrapped up.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
It's all good. We'll pull that out. We might even just be able to lay it right on top of the engine as it comes out. So, I need to be really harping on this, but like, look, BMW's solution was just to shove all the
That's
connectors
crazy.
down in the box.
Dude, I bet you that's just been fucked with.
You think so?
Yeah, remember this engine's been.
Oh
replaced.
yeah, because they're broken. Oh yeah, that's definitely what happened. They didn't clip them back in right. Dude, bastards. Guys, we think we got everything disconnected. All the wiring for the engine sat on top. We're gonna go to the other side and see what's left.
What a mess this is.
Struts, power steering lines, oil, scavenge lines, AC lines, wiring, vacuum lines, it's all off. So we'll see what happens underneath.
All right, we're pulling the brakes off, and brake pads are so low, the calipers won't just slide off. We've got to basically compress them on there. Oh, hello. See if you guys can see in there how low those are. You can hardly see that little wear line. They're so low.
That's probably why you felt like you had no brakes.
Yeah, because there were no brakes.
Insert clip of us ripping it. I'm right out here putting in the work.
Hello. You hold it.
Taking this exhaust out. All right, come here.
Is this motherfucker gonna fall? No, we got hangers back there.
Yeah.
That's the
That's the shit one.
yeah,
Oh, this one's really cooked.
ready?
Yep. Wow. She pretty. Knippix. We are not sponsored by this product, but damn, do they work good. Knippix. The Germans.
All right, got the exhaust off. We need to take some heat shield off now, but anyways, look at these big old tips here. Look at that, John. We got some dirt daubers living up here.
We're gonna get even bigger tips on the Foxbody.
Yes, sir.
4 inches.
Yes, sir. Anyways, got the nice Dynon exhaust. That's gonna be for sale. We'll keep you posted. All right, drive shaft's out. We're lowering her down. See if we can take the some of the shifter stuff out. Might just be an electrical connection. I'm not sure. And so we can drop this, or get everything disconnected from the trans so we can drop it with the engine on the hydraulic table. We'll see. Keep you posted.
All right, guys, we're at the point where we have to drop the engine out with the subframe and the trans. We're gonna pray to God that the old Franklin doesn't fail on us.
The new Franklin, not the old Franklin.
Old trusty Franklin that we've never used. And we'll see if the car flips off the lift or what.
We're gonna find out here shortly.
The goal is to lower it onto the Franklin, take all the subframe bolts and the transmission crossmember bolts out, and then slowly lift the car up with a lift until the engine's fully out. And we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Pray for a key. I pray for it a BMW V10 slot, baby. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What was that?
Goddamn, another vacuum line.
Did we just pop it?
Hang on.
Did we break it?
No,
No, you didn't go down?
no, you're right.
Just know what you got.
God damn, dude, you're beating yourself up. All right. Easy over there. Kill him.
Ladies and gentlemen, can't put that in the video. Ladies and gentlemen, the engine's out.
Took us 5 hours. Brendan's
It
sweating.
is. I'm sweating
So bad.
so bad.
Profusely for no reason.
It's 3 o'clock right now. I don't know what time we started, maybe 4 or 5 hours ago. The engine, and look at that beast from back here. Lord have mercy.
I like it.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
From the back.
I'm about to ride this thing like a horse, son.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a
Monumental moment.
monumental moment.
We're actually going to put the Foxbody engine in here.
Yep. No, yeah, we're gonna put the Foxbody engine in the M6 now.
And we're going to throw this one away. This is junk.
This is junk. Man, look at this beast.
That's awesome.
Look at that. All right, got the subframe back in. We are needing to put the struts back in, which we're gonna do now. We're gonna jack them up and then bolt them in up top, put the brakes back on, put the wheels back on, roll this puppy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Roll this thing around.
Do you want me to do it
Get
on
it out the way.
rotor?
Yeah, dude, who cares? Those rotors are clapped.
That's why he said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I started
No.
tweaking.
You were about to say a curse word, man.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
tweaking. All right,
Is it lifting the whole car?
we'll see you in a minute, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, she's back on the ground. Golly, look at that ride height in the front. Oh my God, that's awesome. Huh? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have pushed the M6 out the way. We have made a total mess of the floor. We're gonna clean that up now.
Actually, trans fluid is a detergent, so we were cleaning the floor.
Yeah, so anyways, we have just destroyed the floor. We're gonna clean that up now. Got the M6 pushed out the way. There is nothing left here. Subframe's back in. She's rolling. She's steering. So good to go there. We'll push Scott 70 back over here. I'll show you guys this real quick. Finishing this up. It's gonna be a nice project for Scott. Once we finish that up, I think it's time to get at the Fox. Get this engine out.
Day one, a lot of progress.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll do this today, but we made a lot of progress today. So we pull this puppy out, make her ready for the V10. But we're gonna clean up first. We'll see y'all on the flip side.
Sorry for the fan. It's fucking hot as shit in here. So this is the setup right now. We're gonna use the old Franklin. He's holding up to try to pull the SMG off, and then we'll put the V10 on the engine stand, and that'll be it for today. You get a hand on that trans.
Okay, I got to try.
top here.
Lower?
I'd pull the hole. Here, hand on the fan. This is good. We good? Free of everything?
Oh, one thing.
How'd you do that?
That's a push. These you just push down. That's the one that you pulled off a while ago.
Send it!
Whoa. I pulled it extra and it started going slower.
Full. Franklin's being the workhorse today. He's the GOAT.
Good purchase.
So he's gonna hold the engine for us for a little while. Until the Fuchs booty can. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up for the day. Moving Scott's car back. Luke's working all by himself. Good progress. All right. We are wrapped up for the day. Scott's Mustang back in place. We are both whooped. But success. Got the S85 out. It's looking nice. Got the trans off. So she'll be ready for us next time around. Peace out.